What's been the easiest year for you as a filmmaker, and then what's been the most difficult?
Easiest year for me as a filmmaker. The easiest year. A couple of different times come to mind. I think when I made Around the World in 80 Days, it was such an amazing joy to have an international crew. All my like everything my life had led up to that point. I traveled the world. I'd been to the Great Wall. I was like, I know where we're going to film on the Great Wall. And to lead such a massive, it was like, I don't know, the crew was like 800. It was like we had like 400 Thai people. We had 100 British people. We had a crew from Germany. To just be the leader of that bigger of a group and to have everyone, like I have people stop me on the street and go, that was the best time I ever had making a movie. And it was almost like a life experience to be in all those places and all those parts of the world with all different languages. And, you know, we had one scene where there was, people spoke Chinese, Thai, French. We had all these translators, all this thing. And we shot this dinner scene. I wanted it all to take place at magic hour. And so we were filming in this Chinese village that we built in Thailand. And at 4:30, we'd run up to the table and it was just pulling off like amazing stuff because everybody was in sync. And it was amazing that the challenge was so many people from so many different parts of the world that it was like, that to me was like maybe, I wouldn't say easy in that it was the most rewarding. And most difficult? I think it was right after doing The Wedding Singer and The Waterboy and having massive success and trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I was really cautious about what next career step. I was trying to make a smaller movie. I was having a hard time doing that. And it was odd because you would think it'd be the easiest time in somebody's life, but it was important for me not to just follow a path that everybody was shoving down my throat, you know, and like do this movie, do that movie, and I passed on a ton of great movies just because I was like, I don't know if that's what I should do. So it was difficult to have that and feel like, am I blowing an opportunity? And then I just had to take stock in myself and say, well, I'm a good filmmaker, so let me just capitalize on that.
Do you think that's something that you don't hear much about in the industry? You always hear about how to make it, quote unquote, but nobody gives you the tools or information on what happens when you actually reach this really high level and everybody's patting you on the back and emails are coming in, phone calls.
Yeah, I think it's easy to, look, how many people are super famous and then they can't do anything. And that's a sad story in a lot of entertainment, a lot of different industries, but mainly entertainment. And it's because everybody wants you to cash in and do more of the same. And to me, it was always important that I get to make movies for my whole life. So I didn't want to like just burn out and just do what everybody wanted. And you know, I probably could have made a ton more money than I did if I went that route. But I'm really happy now, and I'm making little movies. I'm going to make another big movie. You know, who knows? Maybe I would be doing bigger movies and little movies anyway, but I just have to follow what I think is right. I think that's my advice to people, because it's easy to get sucked into like everyone's going to want to make you do, especially when you have success, everyone's going to want you to cash in, and cashing in could be good or it could be bad. You know, it's like it's all to yourself. What you kind of know inside what the right thing to do is, and if you don't, you shouldn't just do it. You should spend the time figuring it out.
So go travel the world and be on a mountaintop in Tibet and then ask yourself. Yeah, that's got to be very difficult. And I think a lot of people think, well, if I just reach that, I won't have any trouble. It'll be.
There's never. And the one question I get asked all the time is, "What was your big break?" I'm like, "There's never one big break. There's a bunch of little breaks, and you have to capitalize on them as much as you can." It's like, thank God I got into NYU. I didn't even realize my SATs were a big deal. I was pretty smart, and if I didn't get to NYU, I wouldn't even realize you could make films, or maybe I would have found it another way. And then I got to NYU and my student film won some awards, and then I got to do a music video with Adam Sandler, and then that music video was really good, and then I got to do it, It's like it's never one break. Nobody has one break. No, I don't care who it is. It's never one break. You just got to capitalize on every one of those breaks. And sometimes you're going to make a mistake, and you got to pick yourself back up and keep searching for that next opportunity to do what you do.